Guys, welcome to Next Chapter Homestead. I'm Ally and today we're working in the garden. My plan is to plant green leafy veg as well as some beans into the actual garden itself, where Mary decided that I no longer required peas. Let's do it. Right, so I don't normally wear gloves in the garden, to be perfectly honest. My fingernails are always dirty because I've always got my hands in the dirt. But today, just for a hassle-free time, I've got the gloves on and I'm just going to go at it. I'm going to use this little de-weeding guy and I'm going to pull out any weeds and I'm just going to quickly loosen up the soil. Just want to make sure that the soil is rich and ready. Right, so this is my logic, at least, behind the little bit of a dig that I do before. I want the soil to be loose enough that the little roots of my seeds that I'm going to be direct sowing in here are going to be able to penetrate the soil, give them a better chance at growing. I don't know if that's even factual or a real thing, but it's what I like to do. Bottle top. My plan here may be somewhat flawed, but I'm going to give it a shot. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dig a little funnel like so, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some germination mix into the actual trench, and then I'm going to cover it with some compost over the top, and then we'll see how that works. These lines are not very straight. Okay, we planted mustard greens together not too long ago, and I was a little bit hasty and I brought them outside into the sun, and majority of them fried essentially in our heat wave that we'd had. It was my doing though, 100% my fault. But I do have one little seed that made it, and it's just put on its true leaves, but it is taking up an entire tray by itself. So I'm going to just pick out that particular little seed and plant it in a gap that I have here next to the gooseberry. Let's hope it stays alive. I am now going to start working on an area here in front of me. Obviously you can't see it at the moment, you can see more of me than anything else, but it is between some of our brassicas here, and it's just a little square that needs filling. I want to try and cover the ground as much as possible going into summer to help with keeping our soil moist, more of a living mulch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fill this particular square in front of me with some radishes. But in order to do that, I am just going to break up the soil again. Radishes do like slightly looser soil, so let's give it a go. I don't know how to show you this, but there's worms in the soil, which is always a good sign of healthy soils, finding worms. So these are the radishes I'm growing today. Hopefully you can see that. because we can. I'm not going to plant these in a nice neat little row. I'm just going to gently sprinkle them and cover, and hopefully not end up with giant clusters of radishes everywhere, but enough. Okay guys, so this is the next thing to be addressed. There are quite a few little weeds growing in between the things we've got going on in the garden, so I'm going to come through and clear this entire area of as many weeds as I feel is necessary, and then I'm going to address this area here that I'm going to plant out with leeks. These are extremely root bound, so there's a good chance that they're not going to amount to very much. But if we don't try, we won't know. Is actually quite unfortunate, because I really like leeks. In our little garden, it's just not a viable thing to grow a lot of onions. But we like onions. So leeks give us that same oniony vibe, but at the same time, you can plant a lot more of them in the space that you've got than you can onions. So I already have one planting of leeks going at the moment. This will be my second succession, and I will plant some seeds as well today, so that they can start growing directly in the ground, and then hopefully this won't happen. Hey guys, so my intention was to plant out all the leeks, but unfortunately I hit a bit of a roadblock. So these leeks are extremely root bound. I'd say partially my fault, but they were pretty mature seedlings when we got them. So what I'm going to try and do is put them in a bucket of water and see if soaking the root system will allow them to pull apart a little bit better without breaking. So I'm going to give that a shot, but I'll have to let you know how that works out. So I've got some twine, my cutters, and I'm just going to run a piece of twine from the one pillar of the cube to the very next one, and just gently guide the broad beans to growing more vertically. Because what's happening at the moment is they are in a bit of a wind tunnel, and then the wind just blows them wherever it wants to, and they are shading out the plants below them. So the aim is just to pull them back slightly, allow the things below to grow, have a little bit more sunlight to grow. Hey guys, so I'm just hiding out in the shade a little bit at the moment, and I just wanted to say thank you for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and spend it with me. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and maybe even sharing with your friends and family. It goes a long way to getting our channel out there and growing our community. Hope to see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.